This first one, I don't know if I've read this group or not, but something about the evening suggests that it's good to read this today. It's called Poet to Poet. My friend Ben says life is a series of mistakes holding hands. Poet that he is. One poet to another, one song to be sung. Our life can be unfolding of the seasons if we know December can arrive before June. One poet to another, one song to be sung. Okay, I can't hear anybody else. As long as others can hear me. Uh, this is now that was kind of like a song, and this is also. It has a pair of eight four line stanzas followed by an envoy. It's sort of in a ballad form. It's called A Night in May. Young men were still gone at war. She had just turned 22. She was 18 when they went away, and now she wore women's shoes. The time in the factory with the old men and the others who were not taken left her young and wondering if this time and age left her forsaken. For she lived with mom and dad in their home. Her older sister lived there too, with their brother-in-law and their two children, one of those happy family zoos. And we stormed the beach a half a world away, beginning of the end, newsmen say. But who would ever believe the news from half a beach away? It was a night in early May. The buttercups were pushing up in the morning of the day. The evening spring seemed to sing only of tomorrow's dreams that are soon on their way. He was no one's hero, but 3 kids and a wife. Real men fought in that foreign strife. Here he went to work each day to make something to make the soldiers' way. The time in the factory left him feeling half a man as his time felt the sand that pushed away the meaning of the age no longer considered on some poet's page. Then she sang some old German tune, the kind they sang to lovers in Russia, where the dream is always turned at the seam and dreamers left to hush up, and just the kind to lift his heart from the loss of romance's surviving heroes, from the question of all his days, can my life be more than it now goes? It was a night in early May. The buttercups were pushing up in the morning of the day. The evening spring seemed to sing only of tomorrow's dreams that are soon on their way. Their boy sat in the kitchen a block away from Eden. Hell was just but a mile in a rearview mirror. The new hangings were of cameras around twisted necks and eyes of curious fever. For the age that again arrived, wearing its new suit of uncomfortable necessity, knocking on the door, it spared no one, not entirely there and alone in the city. He tried to figure out what life was all about and wrote poems showing what he was losing, and which way north and which way south and which way had the proper meaning. Completed out with drawings of fingers that pointed and walls that were always there. As Eden fell once again, this time behind him, and hell was forgetting to care. It was night in early May. The buttercups were pushing up in the morning of the day. The evening spring seemed to sing only of tomorrow's dreams that are soon on their way. And one more last. I wrote this on the second anniversary of August 12th. We've since gone through another anniversary. It's a villanelle. Well, at one point I became discouraged with this poem, thinking it was too bright and cheery. But later on I thought, well, maybe we need some brightness. Here at the second year we breathe, with much behind and some ahead. Now we stand steadier than believed. After all that came with such speed, driven down with much fear and dread, here at the second year we breathe. They took what they could barely see. They left us with injured and dead. Now we stand steadier than believed. Yes, we found our strength, you and me, in the center of our beings. Here at the second year, we breathe. We stand for what is right in that which remains ahead. Now we stand steadier than believed. Naysayers and fearmongers leave. They have no more banal dread. Here at the second year we breathe. Now we stand steadier than believed. Thank you.